48 teams. That was the plan. Bigger tournament, more spots, easier draws. Basically, a red carpet rolled out so the giants of world football could stroll into the knockouts without breaking a sweat. That was the theory. What we actually got? The most chaotic group stage in World Cup history. Tiny nations you'd struggle to find on a map, walking up to the so-called favorites and going, "After you." Today, 3 upsets that broke the script, and possibly a few managers' careers. Let's go! We start with the one everybody's talking about, Cape Verde. Quick geography lesson. Cape Verde is an island nation of about 525,000 people. That's not a typo. That's roughly the population of a mid-sized city, showing up to their first ever World Cup and drawing 0-0 with Spain. Spain, the reigning European champions, the co-favorites to win the whole thing. And it's not like Spain didn't try. They had 27 shots. 27! And the scoreboard at the end read, nothing. Cape Verde's goalkeeper, Vozinha, had the game of his life and walked away as man of the match. Probably also walked away needing a very long ice bath. Here's my favorite stat. Spain's Mikel Oyarzabal didn't touch the ball for the first 30 minutes. Something that hadn't happened to a player in 60 years. 60! Somewhere, a Spanish tactics coach is still staring at a whiteboard, whispering, "But how?" And the best part? It wasn't a fluke. A few days later, Cape Verde went and drew 2-2 with Uruguay, the very first World Cup winners, clawing back from behind with a fearless late goal from Elio Varela. So yeah, the debutants didn't just show up. They sent a message. Now, this next one didn't make as many headlines, and that's exactly why it's beautiful. Australia 2, Turkey 0. On paper, this shouldn't have been close. Turkey were everybody's trendy dark horse. Stacked squad, tipped to go deep. The team your one friend kept insisting would surprise everyone. Well, they surprised everyone. Just not the way he meant. The Socceroos didn't outfancy them. They outworked them. Connor Metcalf drilled one low into the corner, and from there, Turkey just completely unraveled. And here's the stat that turns this from upset into crime scene. Across 2 games, Turkey took 62 shots and scored 0 goals. That is the most shots without scoring by any team at a single World Cup since 1966. 62 shots, 0 goals. At that point, it's not bad luck. It's a personal vendetta from the football gods. Dark horse? More like a horse that forgot which way the goal was. And finally, the one that genuinely made me smile. Curaçao. Remember I said Cape Verde was tiny? Curaçao said, "Hold my drink." A population of 158,000, making them the smallest nation to ever qualify for a World Cup. Ever. And they did not come to make up the numbers. First, they stunned Germany, 4-time world champions, with an equalizer. For a few glorious minutes, Curaçao were level with Germany at a World Cup. Now, it did end 7-1. We're not going to pretend otherwise. But for a moment, magic. Then came their masterpiece. Against Ecuador, their 37-year-old goalkeeper Eloy Room, who plays his club football for Miami, made 15 saves. 15! And held one of the tournament favorites to a 0-0 draw. A 37-year-old keeper, an island of 158,000 people standing on his line going, "Not today." That's the World Cup right there. So what's the lesson from all this chaos? Simple. In 2026, your world ranking guarantees you absolutely nothing. The minnows aren't minnows anymore. Half these players turn out in Europe's biggest leagues every single week. The fear? It's gone. And the gap between the giants and everybody else is shrinking right in front of us. The giants have been warned. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these upsets shocked you the most? Cape Verde's wall? Turkey's 62-shot meltdown? Or Little Curaçao? Drop it in the comments. And if you want breakdowns of the knockout rounds, where this only gets crazier, hit subscribe. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. I'll see you in the next one.